Welcome, beloved awakened one. I'm Monica Bermudez, and this is the podcast of the Ascended Earth, the transfiguration of the new you, the new human. We are an ever-evolving human, learning, growing, expanding, and upgrading. What you are and always will be is a divine, cosmic galactic source from source, more than you can imagine. But not all of us are living to our fullest potential. It is time to embrace what you are and unlock your magical keys and spiritual gifts. This podcast is a transmission of energy codes meant to unlock other dormant DNAs to remember, reconnect, revive, and renew you to the new human, the avatar that you are. This is the transfiguration of the new you. Hello, beloved. It's Monica Bermudez. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the Lyrans, the Starseeds, the Star Nation, and before jumping into the details of the Lyrans and talking more about them, because I feel that this will be the first of many episodes where I will talk about them as they provide more information and more download in my journal and my automatic writing with them. So I want to be the first episode to initiate that conversation about them. And knowing that if you're drawn to this, or if you get really excited to even hear the word Lyra, that you definitely do have connection with them. And for the most part, we all have an aspect of them within our DNA and the accumulation of the human body that is composed of this DNA of many star nations. So even if you're curious, there is something there that is drawing you to come and listen to this episode. Knowing that, the universe itself is so vast and it's amazing, of all the planets and stars that are beyond the Milky Way, or beyond the Earth, and tons of constellations out there. And I'm sure there are millions or maybe infinite amounts of different star nations out there, star races. And, we are part of that. That is why we're called starseeds, because we connect, or our origins from us actually come from beyond Earth, because Earth is really a place of school, of education, of learning to accelerate and become even more so expansive at the soul level in our spiritual evolution. And so the reason why I want to focus on the Lyrans of the Star Nations, because they were one of the original ones for this Earth eons ago that have been lost through time. And as I said, the universe is big. We're definitely not alone in this universe, and there are star nations. Although so many people will call them aliens and extraterrestrial, but I actually want to feel more personable with them and call them our star family. And there's a quote from Eckhart Tolle that I really love, and I just want to share this with you. And in quote, Eckhart Tolle says, "You are not in the universe, you are the universe, an intrinsic part of it. Ultimately, you are not a person, but a focal point where the universe is becoming conscious of itself." What an amazing miracle. And I absolutely love that quote, and it's so fitting to get this started in conversation about the Lyrans and a bit about who they are. I won't get too much into the location and all that. I do feel, though, from them that they are scattered in different areas, whereas, there were a long time ago, there were several different galactic wars that occurred amongst them in their constellation that caused them to move to different areas. And so just to kind of describe them, how they are, they're very humanoid. And I see them more like through the inner eye, that I see more of this cat-like or lion-like type humanoid features. It's like, half human, but they also have these cat features in their face, lion type features. And they're all, different in their own way. They have, there's also, other races as well that accompany them. Like, I've connected with some of the lion dragons as well that contain their own like hierarchy that is very royal-like type lineage. And so the features, with the Lyrans is that they were they're very like this humanoid type beings of different race that looks almost human, but there is a difference of that part of their lioness that I really just love, and it's just so beautiful, to see their different formation. And they're in this, like, I feel like there's a range of like seventh to like ninth dimension that they are, at a certain level in their own evolution of ascension. And we're always ascending, just doesn't always end there, because like the more that we're learning as well, we're also expanding into our next level of our own evolution. So the Lyrans were one of the first starseeds to be part of Earth, where they planted their seeds of knowledge and wisdom and information in our own DNA, which is more in this whole leadership of wanting to lead with a strong purpose in life and on Earth. And they certainly do have that ability, and I feel that in them. And that is one of the abilities that we inherit, from them. Now, there are other, big abilities from them. It's not just that. And I feel like a lot of the roots did start in Africa. And so they brought, a lot of their own strength and power, that they're a big part of how the human body was created and how it was put together, so that we're able to receive these new encodements that we're all going through right now during this great ascension and this great awakening. And it is also bringing back that remembrance of our starseed origins and our connection with the Lyrans. And, getting that sense of excitement by seeing that word Lyran and what does that mean. So in a way, though, this episode and just talking about them is also bringing an activation to you, which is a remembrance of your Lyran star, origins that you come from, and reconnecting you to them, because that is the intent of me talking about the Lyrans and also about any other star nation in the universe. The intent is to reconnect you with them, to your star family, and having that reunion within yourself, because you're fully equipped to maintain that communication in that telepathic way. And that is the best way to communicate wisdom, is through that telepathy within yourself. And so I encourage you to explore this even more so. So back, just to explain a little bit about my experience with them, at the end of 2019, when I had really cleared one of my biggest patterns within my solar plexus, which had to do with working hard, in the sense that I always had to work hard to be worthy, to be, just working hard was this whole thing about always being worthy. So it had something to do with that. So when I was able to clear that, which was like a very big in my family and generational, which also included my star family, when I cleared that, I opened up the bigger portal within my solar plexus, which teleported me in a way like being outside of the body, almost like this out of body experience. That at first I went to the Syrian planet and I saw some more like lion humanoid, they were like, it was a lion head with a human body. And it was very crystal clear that I saw him and connected with him. And he looked like this more grandfatherly type, wise, being. And although it was, Syrian planet, I do feel that there was also this Lyran connection to his origins. And of course, he was smiling when he saw me. So it was like a really deep connection. And from Syrian energy, I ended up in Lyran, with no specific, location as to where exactly it was, but it was very Lyran type energy connection. I saw what appeared to be this huge pyramid, that was like this portal of like new souls entering within our constellation or universe. And so there was also these dragons that appeared and they also connected with me and they felt very royal-like. And so, and actually that wasn't the first time that I connected with a Lyran dragon. That was probably like the second time. The first time that happened, that was when I was in Bosnia. and it was actually on the same year of 2019 that we connected with a Lyran that appeared to us at the top of the dragon pyramid. And we were all taken into like inner earth with this very small group that I was with. So in the second one, when I cleared this big pattern in my solar plexus, I ended up teleporting into this Lyran portal energy. And what that was bringing back that remembrance and that reactivation in order to share this with you right now so that you also remember and reconnect with your roots of your own Lyran starseed. And not just that, but also of the many other star nations within yourself. Because as many scientists before used to say so much that we have, in our DNA, a portion that is called junk DNA is not really junk DNA. It's actually the part that is connected to our star nations and our star abilities. And so the way that, I also communicated with them was through light language, where they would transmit these light languages as I connected with them in the Lyrans. And, this communication will come in all different types. Doesn't always have to be light language. It could be in other, like through images, through even your own senses, right? Your own feeling of the energies and so forth. And so the Lyrans themselves want you to remember your origins and where you come from and why you're here. Also because, as starseeds, we volunteer to be here right now because we wanted to be a part of this big, great awakening of the planet to help assist in different ways, not only for ourselves, to liberate ourselves from certain patterns and, that's related to karma or from past lives, from ancestral generational things, but also to assist, usher in like this new energy for this new earth frequency, and also to help us grow and expand with that same energy that Mother Earth is also receiving. So the Lyrans are now back. They're back to support us in this great ascension, this great awakening. And they welcome us back as we welcome them, because at some point they will be coming back where we will see them as they used to be very regular, visitors in some ways to the earth when it was ascended at some point, but then it went down. It lowered its frequency when there was a lot of corruption from other beings. And so the Lyrans were able to come and visit us. And they were pioneers, I would say, for a lot of the ancient civilizations like Lemuria and Atlantis. And they carry, a lot of their wisdom that they also left behind through crystals or through, hidden chambers. And some of those hidden chambers that are within yourself, within your own crystalline body of your being, and knowing that you are, part of this big purpose of the universe, of source, and us being here together is making a huge difference on this planet. And a lot of the star nations, especially the Lyrans, are proud of us for being here, for one, and also for being able to live during these chaotic times, which are just a passing phase in order to get to this new Earth, new age type frequency that is to be permanent for this Earth, so that Earth itself will take its rightful place in the universe among the many other ascended planets as well, and become once again another ascended planet within the universe. So how about we do a little exercise and let us connect now with the Lyrans themselves. And so in order to do that, just find yourself a comfortable position and just tune into your own heart and just feel within yourself this connection with the Lyrans, and feeling their energy surround you, embracing you, and being within your heart and sharing this message of love, of oneness. That you are back home and you are being embraced. You're being blessed also for being here right now during this time on Earth. So being showered by these beautiful beings as they're showering you with these different energy codes through your own heart. So just feel that right now. Just take a moment, a few seconds. And thank you for taking the time to connect with them. Feel free to go back to listen to that portion as often as you like. I feel that in another episode I will talk more about them as they provide more information, but also share some of their light codes. And I certainly feel uplifted, and I feel that you're also feeling that too. So I will leave it with that for now, and to be continued for another episode. I am sending you so much love. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like, save, and share with others so they can also experience what you just experienced. And stay tuned for some more high vibe episodes. And I'll be connecting with you in the next quantum field. Sending you so much love.